कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविता शाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलं वाल्मीकिर्मुनिसिंहस्य कवितावनचारिणः शृण्वन् रामकथानादं को न याति परां गतिम् यः पिबन् सततं रामचरितामृतसागरम् अतृप्तस्तं मुनिं वन्दे प्राचेतसमकल्मषम् कोष्पदीकृतवाराशिं मशकीकृतराक्षसं रामायणमहामाला रत्नं वन्दे नीलात्मजम् अञ्जनानन्दनं वीरं जानकी शोकनाशनं कपीशम् अक्षहन्तारं वन्दे लङ्काभयङ्करम् मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं पादात्मजं वानरयूतमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारी परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकम् वाल्मीकि गिरिसम्भूता रामसागरगामिनी पुनादिभुवनं पुण्या रामायणमहानदी वेदवेद्ये परे पुंसि जाते दशरथात्मजे वेदप्राचेतसादासीत् साक्षात् रामायणात्मना आपतामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदाम् लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहं रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः मङ्गलं कोसलेन्द्राय महनीय गुणाब्धये चक्रवर्ती तनूजाय सार्वभौमाय मङ्गलम्। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, भलो भई सब संतन की जय, सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। Ravana tirelessly sending so many of his ministers, sons, all of them have been one by one getting killed. And he had already killed Durdara among the 5 of the minister's sons who were sent by Ravana. Now, the other 2, among the 5, what is spared further is only Virupaksha, and he was also, and the Upaksha. Those 2 also have been sent to the death. Again, Prakasa, he was also. Finally, there is Vasakarna, and he is the one who finally is spared. As Prakasa was hitting him back, how is he sent to death is where we stopped. In verse number 35 in Canto 46. We read that. Pattishena shitagrena
पट्टिशेन शिताग्रेण
pragasa pratyayodayat.
प्रघस प्रत्यपोथयत्
Pratyayodayat. Basakarnascha shulena
भासकर्णश्च शूलेन
rakshasa kapi kunjaram
राक्षसः कपिकुञ्जरम्
तदाभ्यां भिक्षतैर्गात्रैः
सताभ्यां विक्षतैर्गात्रैः
अश्रुदिग्धतनूर्ग्रहः तनूर्हः
अश्रुदिग्धतनूरुहः
अभवत् वानरक्रुद्धः
अभवत् वानरक्रुद्धः
बालसूर्यसमप्रभः
बालसूर्यसमप्रभः
समुत्पाट्य गिरिशृङ्गम्
समुत्पाट्य गिरिशृङ्गम्
समृगव्यालपादपम्
समृगव्यालपादपम्
जगान हनुमान् वीरः
जघान हनुमान् वीरः
राक्षसौ कपिकुञ्जरः
राक्षसौ कपिकुञ्जरः
गिरिशृङ्गस्व निष्पिष्टौ
गिरिशृङ्गसु निष्पिष्टौ
तिलशस्तौ बभूवतुः
तिलशस्तौ बभूवतुः
taking his spear, their spears, Shita Agrena, with a very sharpened one. At that time, Pragasa is Prati Ayodayati, started to fight with him, because they are the two who are left behind, that is Basakarna and Pragasa. And Basakarnascha Shulena, with a very sharp shula, spear, he again attacked Rakshasaha Kapikunjaram Prati Ayodayat. Saha Anuman, in return, Vikshataihi Gatraihi, his body being pierced with so many of the wounds caused by the 5 of these minister's sons. So far, Sridigdha Tanuruhaha, his body not only had that wound, but all of their, the body was filled with all the blood, etc. Abhavat Vanaraha Kruddaha, he became Kruddaha Abhavat, extremely angry, and he was shining like a young sun that is rising up in the sky. Bala Surya Samaprabha. And what his weapon that he has, not the spear, not the sword or anything else, he has self-sufficient he was. He doesn't need to carry anything. Like the karate and the taekwondo, such people, they don't use any weapons, but their own hands, their own feet, their own body as the shield. So here also, Hanumanji did not have anything else but his own strength of the body. Interestingly, what you see is, in the Hindi, in Sanatana Dharma, Bharatiya tradition, less and less dependence of external things is a hallmark of the entire culture. Yoga, for example, what do you need? Nothing. Your own body is sufficient. Wherever you are, whichever condition you are, you can start off. Because you don't need anything external to maintain your body also. So exercise is entirely with your body only. Similarly, you see, warfare also, karate and such other things are originated from India. And they also doesn't need any of this. They defend myself only with their own body. Because what they have done is, they imitated nature. Animals, what weapons they have? Nothing. Don't they defend themselves? Yes. How? by strengthening their own inner will and strengthening their physical structure and body. And with that body alone is using as a weapon, they defend themselves. Right? So external equipments and using it, first of all, they are dangerous, more dangerous than if you don't handle carefully, it will destroy you. Also, dependence. So also the medicines that they use, they try to pranayama, etc. These exercises also are very good medicine for the body itself. Then the immediate whatever is available in the nature, they take it, not creating something. So the entire tradition, culture has been nature dependent or self-dependent. So this is how the entire culture has been built. If you look carefully, that is how it is. Sometimes, if you go to a temple like Rameshwaram, etc., they never used even a single iron bar. Why? The only stones. With the stone only, they will build everything. So much structure is staying for 2,000, 3,000 years. How? Because external dependence is less and therefore corroding and other things would not happen, because if you are using metal only, it will corrode. Everything is stone only, and stone sustains itself. So what we see is this ability to minimize the dependence. This is what we constantly see in all the aspects of the culture. So here, Samutpatya Girehe Shringam, he having taken in the hand the top of the summit of the mountain, and Sa Mruga Vyala Padapam, he took that along with the animals, wild animals, and also trees, Padapam. So taking in that, Kapikunjaraha Anuman, he started to attack. Viraha Rakshasau Jagana. He started to attack. Girishrangasunishpittau Tilashastau Babuvatuhu. He smashed with the help of that summit of the mountains, and he smothered it, made into small pieces. Tilashaha means to make into smaller particles. All the weapons that these Rakshasas were carrying. Tadasteshvasanneshu teshu avasanneshu
ततस्तेष्ववसन्नेषु
senapadishu panchasu
सेनापतिषु पञ्चसु
balam tad avashesham tu
बलं तद् अवशेषं तु
nashayamasa vanaraha
नाशयामास वानरः
ashvairashvan gajairnagan
अश्वैरश्वान् गजैर्नागान्
yodan rateiratan
योधैर्योधान् रथैरथान्
sakapirnashayamasa
सकपिर्नाशयामास
सहस्राक्ष इवासुरान्
सहस्राक्ष इवासुरान्
अयैर्नागैस्तुरङ्गैश्च
हयैर्नागैस्तुरङ्गैश्च
भग्नाक्षैश्च महारथैः
भग्नाक्षैश्च महारथैः
हतैश्च राक्षसैर्भूमि
हतैश्च राक्षसैर्भूमि
वृद्धमार्गा समन्ततः
वृद्धमार्गा समन्ततः
ततः कपिस्तान् ध्वजिनीपतीन् रणे
ततः कपिस्तान् ध्वजिनीपतीन् रणे
निहत्य वीरान् सबलान् सबाहनान्
निहत्य वीरान् सबलान् सवाहनान्
तथैव वीरः परिगृह्य तोरणम्
तथैव वीरः परिगृह्य तोरणम्
कृतक्षणः काल इव प्रचक्षये. Okay.
कृतक्
कृतक्षणकाल इव प्रजाक्षये
कृतक्षणकाल इव प्रजाक्षये
ततः thereafter teshu avasanneshu, when he destroyed the Pragasa and also the Bhasakarna with the help of the huge mountains which he used to destroy them as well as their weapons, asanneshu, and in their death, Senapatishu Panchasu, who are none other than the Senapatis of the five of them, then Avashesham Balam tu Nashayamasa. His army also was attacked by Vanaraha Nashayamasa. How did he do that? It's an interesting thing. He took one set of horse in his hand, another set of horse in another hand, and they made them clash with each other. Ashvaihi Ashwan, Gajaihi Nagan. So he made them one set of horses in his hand, another set of horses in another hand, made them attack each other. And then Yodaihi Yodan, take one set of the soldiers in one hand, another set of the other hand, and use them to against each other. Ratei Ratan, one chariot with another chariot. Saha Kapi Nashayamasa. Sahasraksha Iva, as though he has 1,000 eyes, because he's using his hand as though it's like 1,000 hands. With all those already existing army, chariots, elephants, horses, all of them. Hayai Nagai Turangaischa, Bhagna Akshaischa. And the horses, the elephants, all of them, they are all not only destroyed, but even the chariots, the very heel of the chariot, very Bhumi. Thus, the whole place has been filled with, in all quarters, Ruddha Marga Samantadaha. Margaha Ruddha Margaha Samantadaha. Every direction, the entire earth, that area has been blocked by the dead bodies of all the Rakshasas. This way, Tataha Kapi Tan Dvani, the Dvajanipatin, then he, after having destroyed the Dvajanipatin, means the army chiefs also. Dvajani is army, which carries the flag of the king. Rane Nihatya, having destroyed Sabalan Savahanan Viran Nihatya, along with their own retinues or the heroes and their own vehicles. Tata eva Viraha, and afterwards, what he would do? He'll go back to his post and stand there as usual. Now waiting for next one. He never leaves his post. That is his Toranam Parigrihya Kritakshana. He started to wait there. And he looked like Prajakshaye Kala Iva. Prajanam Kshaye, at the time of the dissolution, how the Lord of Death, Kala, alone will remain. In the same way, after destroying all these 5 chieftains and their armies and all their retinues, he went back to the archway and stood there. Okay, now what? Now, see, the interesting thing is that he started the process and he never moved away from his point. Now he will wait. Whoever wants to come, now come. I have started the process of destroying the Ravana's army. Now he should know at this point, Ravana should know whom he is dealing with. and he is dealing with only one among the crores of monkeys which are under the disposal of Sugriva and Rama. Now, if he knows that if one monkey can make such an amount of destruction, what will happen if the entire army comes? This he will threaten Ravana when he goes and see him in the court. इत्याश्रे श्रीमद् रामायणे वाल्मीकि आदिकाव्ये सुंदरकांडे षट्चत्वारिंशः सर्गः 46. So here Ravana is enraged, obviously. So I having sent all the ministers' sons and other chieftains and all other powerful people, his own brothers also having been lost, now turns to his own sons. And the one who is now available is Aksha, one of the young prince. So, Senapadin Panchasatu Brahmapitan
सेनापतीन् पञ्चसतु प्रमापितान्
Anumata Sanucharan Sabahanan
हनूमता सानुचरान् सवाहनान्
Nishamya Raja Samarodhadonmukam
निशम्य राजा समरोद्धतोन्मुखम्
Kumaramaksham Prasamaikshataksham. Sorry, Kumaramaksham Prasamaikshataksham.
कुमारमक्षं प्रसमैक्षताक्षम्
Tadasya drishtya panasam prachotitah
सतस्य दृष्ट्यर्पणसम्प्रचोदितः
Pratapavan kanchana chitrakarmukah
प्रतापवान् काञ्चनचित्रकार्मुकः
Samutpapatada sadasyudhiritah
समुत्पपाताथ सदस्युदीरितः
Vijadi mukyairhavishesha pavakah
द्विजातिमुख्यैर्हविषेव पावकः
Tato mahan bala divakara prabham
ततो महान् बालदिवाकरप्रभम्
Pratapta jambu natajala santatam
प्रतप्तजाम्बूनदजालसन्ततम्
Pratam samastaya yayau saviryavan
रथं समास्थाय ययौ स वीर्यवान्
Mahaharim tam pradinairutirrishabah
महाहरिं तं प्रतिनैरृतर्षभः
Pancha senapatin pramapitan. Pramapita means having been destroyed. Who Pancha Senapatin, the 5 chieftains, 5 generals having been destroyed, Hanumata by Hanuman, along with Sa Anucharan, their own retinue, Sa Vahanan and vehicles. Nishamya, having heard this Raja, that is Ravana, Samarodhadonmukam, and he, Kumaram, he having become very enraged, obviously, and at the same time, he started to look at his son, Prasamaikshata. He started to look at Aksham Prasamaikshata. He very inquisitively, very intently, he looked at his son, Kumaram Aksham. And that Kumaram Aksham, the son, prince of the Lanka, Aksham, who is Samarodhatonmukam, who is so very eager to go and have a fight with Hanuman. Samara Uddhata Unmukam. Samara means war. Uddhata, ready to. Unmukam, to face. So he was ready to face the war with Hanuman. So he was looking at, so he was very eager. So he had a inquisitive, straight look at his son. So Saha, that is Akshaha, Tasya Ravanasya, Drishtya Samprachotitaha. He is having understood the intent of his father very clearly, and instigated by that very look itself. Samprachotitaha, Pratapavan, very mighty, Kanchana Chitrakarmukaha. And he had his bow, which is made of gold. Samutpapata Ata. Thus he got up from there. Sadasyuhu Sadasyutiritaha. Sadasi Utiritaha. And the very Sadas means the assembly there. In that very assembly, he got up very quickly, and Dvichadi Mukkeihi Avisha Iva Pavakaha. The way he rose up, it is looking like the flame that comes out as soon as the offerings are done into the fire by the Brahmanas. What an example. So that tejas, that flame, how it suddenly shoots up when you put a havis, when the Brahmanas offer. This Dvichadi Mukkeihi, by the best of the Brahmanas, Havisha Iva Pavakaha. Like the flame that would come up. In the same way, he rose to his feet in that very assembly. Baladivyakara Prabham Mahan Tataha. He, the one who's like the rising sun at the early morning. Pratapta Jambu Najala Santatam. His armor, Jala, is like made out of a very shining Jambuna, the gold. So, and thus he rose to his feet. Ratam Samastaya Yayo. He took his chariot and he proceeded, Viryavan, whom Mahaharim Prati, towards Hanuman, who was waiting there. And so it is interesting that he gives the example of Nairati Rishabha. Nairita means Rakshasa. In that he is a bull among the Nairatis. So one of the 8 quarters of the earth is ruled by Nairati. Yama, Nairati, Vayuhu, Varunaha. So these are all the various deities of the quarters. So he, the one who is like the bull among the Rakshasas, he immediately took his ratham and then proceeded towards Hanuman. Tatatsabas sangrahasam chararjidam.
ततस्तपःसङ्ग्रहसञ्चयार्जितम्
Pratapta jambunadajala chitratam.
प्रतप्तजाम्बूनदजालचित्रितम्
Patakinam ratna vibhushitatvajam.
पताकिनं रत्नविभूषितध्वजम्
Manojavashtaashvarai suyojitam.
मनोजवाष्टाश्ववरैः सुयोजितम्
Surasuradushyamasanghacharinam.
सुरासुराधृश्यमसङ्गचारिणम्
Tattit prabham vyomacharam samahitam. Tatit prabham vyomacharam samahitam.
तडित्प्रभं व्योमचरं समाहितम्
Satunamashtasina bandhuram.
सतूणमष्टासि
Yada
निबद्ध
kramaveshida shakti tomaram.
यथा क्रमावेशितशक्तितोमरम्
विराजमानं प्रतिपूर्णवस्तुना
विराजमानं प्रतिपूर्णवस्तुना
सहेमदाम्ना शशिसूर्यवर्चसा
सहेमदाम्ना शशिसूर्यवर्चसा
दिवाकराभं रथमास्थितस्ततः
दिवाकराभं रथमास्थितस्ततः
सनिर्जगाम मरुतुल्यविक्रमः
स निर्जगामा
मरुतुल्य
मरतुल्यविक्रमः. Sorry.
Then thereafter patakinam ratna vibhushita dvajam. So then he, the one who had his pataka, his flag, ratna vibhushita dvajam, and his banner or pataka is the banner and the dvaja is the flag, which is studded with various beautiful jewelry. Ratna vibhushita dvajam. And this chariot is being driven by manojava ashta ashvavaraihi, with 8 of the horses which are going at the speed of the mind, suyojitam, endowed or yoked with that. Sura asura drishyam asangacharinam. So the one which is freely moving about and it is capable of unconquerable, adrishyam. Sura asura adrishyam. Inconquerable by either by the devatas nor by the asuras. Inconquerable by them. Tadit prabham, like a lightning. It was moving. Vyomacharam, and it was not going on the ground. It is going on the sky. Sumahadi. And samahitam, very well equipped, very ready for the fight, flying in the sky. Satunam ashtasine baddhabanduram. So, and his, how it is equipped, the chariot, the quiver that has satunam. Tunam means the quiver that has ashta asina. Asini. Ashta asini means the 8 kind of 8 various spears he had. Ashta asini and baddha banduram, which are put properly arrayed for him to take it out and use it. That's so yatakrama aveshita shakti tomaram, and they are all the tomara is a javelin. They are all properly placed in such a way that it is yatakrama, according to the array, properly placed, aveshita shakti tomaram, which are very powerful and they can be easily accessed and thrown. Virajamanam pratipurna vastuna, thus he is well equipped with his all the weapons that are necessary. In the present days thing, when they have the machine guns, earlier times they had you might have seen, the bullets are all like a belt they wear. And it is connected to one end is connected to the gun. So as they start to attack or start using the gun, the bullets from the belt constantly come and go on and on and on and on. They'll get fed. The gun will be fed continuously by the garland of bullets. Nowadays you have more advanced AK-47 and things like that are there. So in the same way, he had the array of all the various weapons, very well equipped chariot it is. Paridipurna Vastuna, very well equipped there. Sa Hema Damna, wearing the golden garland on his body, on his neck. Shashasurya Varchasa, which he was shining like that of this moon and the sun together. Divakara Abham, and shining like the sun. Ratam Astitaha Tataha, and staying in his or seated in his own chariot. Saha Nirjakama, and he had proceeded towards Hanuman. Amara Tulya Vikramaha, is equal to his prowess, is equal to that of the very mighty warriors of the Devatas. Amara Tulya Vikramaha. So this is Aksha. Aksha is one of the mighty sons of Ravana. Sapurayankam cha mahim cha sachalamam.
Sapurayan kham cha mahim cha sachalam.
Turanga matanga maharatasvanaihi.
Turanga matanga maharathasvanaihi.
Malai sametei sahatoranasthitam.
Balai sametai sahatoranasthitam.
Samarthamasinamupagamat kapim.
Samarthamasinamupagamat kapim.
Satam samasatya harim harikshanaha.
Satam samasadya harim harikshanaha.
Yuganta kalagnamiva prajakshaye.
Yuganta kalagnimiva prajakshaye.
Avastidam vismidajada sambramam.
Avasthitam vismitajata sambramam.
Samekshadaksho bakumana chakshusha.
Samaikshataksho bahumana chakshusha.
Tatasya vegam cha kapir mahatmanah.
Satasya vegam cha kapir mahatmanah.
Parakramam charishu ravanatmajah.
Parakramam charishu ravanatmajah.
Vicharayan swam cha balam mahabalo.
Vicharayan swam cha balam mahabalo.
Yugakshaye surya iva bhivardata.
Yugakshaye surya iva bhivardhata.
Saha mahim kam cha achalam purayan. As he started to move in the sky with the chariot of that with the powerful 8 horses. Turanga Nada Turanga Matanga Maharata Swanehi, with his retinues, which consists of elephants and horses, and they are also making huge noise that filled the entire Purayan Kam Chamahim space and the earth, along with all the mountains. Balaihi Sametaihi, along with his army, Toranastitam, towards the very arch place where Hanuman was standing. Soranaihi Samarthamasinam, very well placed, who Hanuman. Upagamat Kapim Upagamati, he approached that very Hanuman who had already destroyed the mighty warriors of the Ravana's army. So he was so eager to see this monkey because he wanted to find who it could be, because Ravana had a doubt. Earlier we've seen this could be somebody sent by the Indra. It could be someone who is giving us a challenge, because the long persecution of the Devatas has been going on, and intolerant Indra could have sent some of the mighty one. Perhaps he created a mighty one for the combat with Ravana. So he was eager to see who it could be. Saha tam samasadya, samharim samasadya. Having reached Hanuman, close quarters, Harikshanaha, and the one that is Aksha, who has the eye of that of the Hari Ikshana. Hari Ikshana means one who has the eye of the lion. Lion's eyes, if you closely looked at it, then you will understand that. So there's a ferocious eyes. Eyes are so dark, the blood clot, always ready to attack. Harikshana. Yuganta kalagnim iva prajakshaye. Like that, again, the example that is given as Yuganta kalagnim iva prajakshaye, at the time of dissolution, how the kala, the time, the spirit, the kala, the spirit, time spirit, how having devouring everything, how it will look. That way, Hanumanji was sitting there, standing there. Him he saw avastitam vismijat sampramam. Vismijat sampramam. And he was standing there, obviously waiting for the next one to come, with a face that is full of smile. Samaikshata. And Akshaha Samaikshata. He looked at him, Bahumana Chakshusha, with a very respectful eyes. Because you cannot take this enemy very easily. He is somebody who is so calm and collected, having destroyed so many of them, as though nothing has happened. He was just standing there. As though he has just finished his meal, after eating the meal, relaxing, waiting for the next one. Come on, what is next available to you to send? So he looked at him with great respect. Bahumana Chakshusha Samyak Aikshata. So tasya vegam saha tasya vegam cha kapehe vegam. So that monkey's power and the speed, and Mahatmanaha kapehe, of that mighty monkey, parakramam cha arishu, his power over those his own enemies, Rakshasa Ravanatmajaha Akshaha, that son of Ravana, he started to witness that Vicharayan Swam. He started to think, how do I attack this one? Tvam swamcha balam mahabalaha. He himself is a person of strength. So how do I attack him? Yugakshaye surya iva abhivartada. In that very Yugakshaye, at the end of the yugas, here yuga means that end of the winter season. How the Surya will brightly shine in that way, Iva Abhivartada, how it will rise up, grow in the same way. Continuing here, Sajadamanyuhu Prasamiksha Vikramam.
Sajatamanyuhu prasamikshya vikramam.
Sthirasam Yadidurnivaranam.
Sthirasam samyati durnivaranam.
Samahitatma Hanumantamahave.
Samahitatma hanumantamahave.
Prachodayamasa shitai sharaistribihi.
Prachodayamasa shitai sharaistribhihi.
Ratakavim tam prasamiksha garvitam.
Tatah kapim tam prasamikshya garvitam.
Jitashramam shatruparajayochitam.
Jitashramam shatruparajayochitam.
Avekshadakshas samudirna manasam.
अवैक्षताक्षः समुदीर्णमानसम्
सबाणपाणिः प्रगृहीतकार्मुकः
सबाणपाणिः प्रगृहीतकार्मुकः
सहेम निष्काङ्गतचारुकुण्डलः
सहेमनिष्काङ्गदचारुकुण्डलः
समाससादाशु पराक्रमः कपिम्
समाससादाशु पराक्रमः कपिम्
तयोर्बभूवाप्रतिमः समागमः
तयोर्बभूवा प्रतिमः समागमः
सुरासुराणामपि सम्भ्रमप्रदः
सुरासुराणामपि सम्भ्रमप्रदः
जातमन्युः with anger. Manyu means anger. Jatamanyuhu, one who is given to anger, saha prasamikshya. Whom? Vikramam prasamikshya. Who the one, the mighty one with his Hanuman having seen him, who Sanyati Durnivaranam. The one who is impossible to be overcome in the war, Sanyati Durnivaranam, Vikramam, Stiraha Stitaha Samyat, and one who is staying very steady there, Samahitatma, well collected mind, Hanumantam Ahave Prachodayamasa. He wanted to, provoke him to come into the war. Hanumantam Ahave Prachodayamasa. How? Shitaihi Sharaihi Tribihi. Tribihi Sharaihi Shitaihi. By his arrows, which are three of them, and he started to attack him using the weapons, which are three of those very powerful arrows. And tataha kapim tam prasamikshya garvitam kapim. He looked at the Hanuman, who was apparently looked very proud to him. Why he is proud? Jitashramam. Even after fighting all the war so far, there is not even a sign of exhaustion in him. Jitashramam. Shatru Parajaya Satru Parajayojitam. And the Garva is born out of also having conquered all his so far the enemies. Shatru Parajaya Uchitam Garvitam. And that pride is not, out of his own idea or notion of one's own strength, but born out of his success over winning his enemies. So he saw him, tataha kabim tam samprasamikshya, seeing him, garvatim, like that way, avekshata akshaha, he saw, samudirna manasam, with his mind which is now slowly contemplating upon what could be done to overcome this. Sapanapanihi, with his hand which has all the banas, weapons, pragrihita karmukaha, holding on to his mighty bow also, karmukaha, pragrihita karmukaha, saha hema nishkangata charukundalaha. So his body is filled with ornaments, nishkangata charukundalaha. Hema nishkangata, golden armors on his body, as well as very beautiful kundalas, that is earrings also. Samyak asasada, he proceeded very well towards him. Kapim samyak asasada. Ashu parakramaha, quickly, with so much of parakrama, strength and valor. So Now, samagamaha tayoho babuva. Apratimaha samagamaha. The combat between them started. Tayoho, between them, babuva. Apratimaha, incomparable combat started there. And even for suras and asuras, it is such a wonder. Asuranam api sambrama pradaha. Sambramam pradati. That one which gives wonder to even to the suras and asuras, because this kind of a combat very rare to see between the mighty monkey and the mighty son of Ravana. So this is something which is much better than the war between Russia and Ukraine. See, interesting now, these kind of wars, there is no human involved, really speaking. Most of the time it is weapons versus weapon. Drones and missiles, and during those times it is physically going there and attacking the person. That shows the strength of the human and not strength of the technology. Now the technology sitting in one place, they keep pressing the buttons. That's all they do. But here the combat is physical. That is, he is physically attacking Hanuman. So rarasa bhumirna tatapa Hanuman
ररास भूमिर्न तताप भानुमान्
pavo na vayuhu prachachala chachalaha
ववौ न वायुः प्रचचाल चाचलः
apir kumarasya cha virya samyugam
कपेः कुमारस्य च वीर्यसंयुगम्
anata chadyo rudadischa chakshube
ननाद चद्यौ रुदधिश्च चक्षुभे
satasya viras sumukan padatrinaha
सतस्य वीरः सुमुखान् पतत्रिणः
suvarna pungan. The printing is not correct here. Anyway, I'll try here. Savishan ivoragan
सुवर्णपुङ्गान् सविशानिवोरगान्
samadhi samyoga vimoksha tattvavit
समाधिसंयोगविमोक्षतत्त्ववित्
sharanadattrin kabimurnitadayat
शरानथ त्रीन् कपिमूर्त्यताडयत्
satay murdani sam satay murdni samam nipaditaihi
सतैशरैर्मूर्ध्नि समं निपातितैः
शरन्नसृग्दिग्ध विवृत्त नेत्रः
शरन्नसृग्दिग्धविवृत्तनेत्रः
नवोदिदादित्य शरांशुमान्
नवोदितादित्यनिभः शरांशुमान्
राजतादित्य इवांशुमालिकः
व्यराजतादित्य इवांशुमालिकः
There, when the combat which have never been seen even by the suras and asuras between Hanuman and Aksha, when it started, Bhumihi Rarasa, the entire earth started to shriek because of the mighty war that is taking place here. Na Banuman Tatapa, even the sun stopped shining. Meaning, stopped becoming hot. Vayu na vavau, wind did not move. Achalaha prachachala, and all the mountains started to shake. Kapehe kumarasya cha virya samyukam, and that very fight between the Kapi, Hanuman and Aksha, Virya, Samyukam, Dauhu Nanada, the entire sky started to resound. Udadischa Chakshupe, Dauhu Udadischa Chakshupe, and the ocean started to violently shake. This is the kind of mighty war that is taking place. So, and the Patatrinaha, the arrows that he had, that is Aksha, Tasya Viraha, Sumukan Patatrinaha, Suvarna Pungan, with having golden feathers, Savishan Iva Uragan. It is looking like that of the poisonous snakes. They used those weapons which had the poison at the end also, the tip. So it is looking like the snakes which are venom, which have a venom in that. Savishan iva uragan. Uragan means urasa gamanam yasya. Movement of the thing which is through the shoulders. You don't have feet, no? So there. So urasa gamanam yasya. So uragaha. Uragan. Samadhi samyoga vimoksha tattvavit. And Akshay is not a very common, normal person. He has highly concentrated power, his mind. Samadhi samyoga. On what? Vimoksha tattvavit. Sharan vimoksha tattvavit. He knows how to use the arrows, how to release the arrows with the extreme concentration. Samadhi samyoga vimoksha tattvavicharan. Ata, three of those such arrows with the extreme concentration, kabimurdni atadayat. He attacked the head of Hanuman. See, body has a larger part, so easily you can attack. But to attack the head, you need extreme concentration, because it is, if you miss, it will go beyond the head. So that's why they say, the best to, how to attack only the hat. So if you make a miss, either it will come and kill that person straight on his head, or it will go above it. So sometimes they keep the apple or something and then hit that. So you need more concentration on that. Similarly here, extreme attention focused he was. He attacked the head of Hanuman. Sataihi sharaihi murdni samam nipaditaihi. With the arrows that are right away attacking his head, in his own head. And because of that, Sharan asu digde vivritta netraha. And his eyes obviously was covered with the blood that was coming out of the attack on the head. Srigdigda vivritta netraha, covering in the entire eyes with the blood that is coming out of that attack. But that added more splendor to Hanuman. Nava udita aditya nibaha. It is like the rising new sun on the horizon. Sharam Shuman. Sun is known as Amshuman. Amshuman. Amshu means race. Rayman. So that's why the name Raymond. So Rayman, meaning with a race. So here, Sharam Shuman. He has got the rays of the arrows. See, so when the picture is the sun, they put the arrows like this. The rays. Here, his body's head especially had the arrows. So he looked like Sharam Shuman. Hanuman Sharam Shuman. Vyarajat Aditya Iva Amshumalikaha. So he looked like the sun rising up there with eyes covered with blood and arrows sticking out of his head. He looked like the rising sun there. This way, the combat was very terrible between Hanuman and Aksha. So, we'll see more of it in the next session.
अगणित गुणगण भूषण राम
Ashrita
आश्रित वत्सल जय जय राम अयोध्यवासी सीता राम
Rama,
आपद्बान्धव जय जय राम दशरथ नन्दन श्रीराम दशमुखमर्दन जय जय राम कौसल्या सुखवर्धन राम कामितफलदा जय जय राम पाप विमोचन श्रीराम पटाभिराम जय जय राम जानकी वल्लभ सीताराम जय रघुराम जय सिय राम वानर सेवित श्रीराम वारिधि वंदन जय जय राम हनुमत पूजित सीताराम श्रीराम जय जय राम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम श्रीराम जय जय राम श्रीराम जय जय राम सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय।